Happy year end, everybody. Well, it is that time. We are talking about a whole bunch of money going out the door for a whole bunch of projects. We've got loans for everything from batteries to refineries to the grid infrastructure itself. And we're going to try and figure out if this is a decent use of money, complete waste of money, or somewhere in between. I'm Brian. Welcome to Futuraza. I'm joined by my buddy Herbert here, who knows a whole bunch of things and might even be willing to discuss this topic with us. Remains to be seen. He
We'll
is
see.
not super jazzed because I went ahead and threw him into this blind because this is a holiday makeup video and we just have to get it done. This is from the Department of Energy. Announces conditional commitment to NOVONIX to boost synthetic graphite manufacturing in Tennessee. What do you know what this is even for?
No, you go on.
Okay, so the graphite is for the anode. This is for battery
batteries,
production. You need
sure.
advanced elements. This. It's not just any old graphite. This isn't what you get in a pencil. You have to have synthetic graphite, often blended with natural graphite, is the most commonly used anode material for lithium-ion batteries. Why is it important to have this in Tennessee?
Well, so a couple things there. First of all, I'm absolutely in favor of these kinds of deals. And the reason is, number one, is conditional. Number two, it's a loan. So many of these loans don't have milestones. They're not given out. They have to be paid back. Even Tesla had a loan. I think this is exactly what the government should be doing, exactly like this, conditional loans, and it's batteries. So for these reasons, I'm absolutely on board with that. Now, whether or not they go and say, well, it's in Tennessee and then it needs to be a union shop or not, I think that's crap. If you try to put those kinds of restrictions on it. And then when they go, oh, you need to hire employees, and that's why we're doing it. What is it, 846 laborers or whatever it is, at 75 local union tradespeople, whatever it says, it's ridiculous. Because when you calculate how much money you're giving somebody and it's based on jobs, it's ridiculous, per job. It's not worth that much.
It doesn't appear to be a requirement. It's just something that has happened, that they wanted to highlight that, hey, these are good jobs that are coming here. And
maybe that's conditional, like as in that's maybe it was written in. Okay.
I don't know.
But batteries, absolutely, right? So batteries is a national concern.
Okay.
Right? It's an economic warfare globally, and you need it for AI data centers. Every city is going to have its own massive AI cluster data center, and they will all need batteries. It's part of energy, the war against energy. And so if one country, like let's say China, is throwing so much money to its companies, homegrown companies, to build batteries and giving them tremendous incentives, you can say all you want, politics, whatever, on the US side. No, you got to do it. You've got to do it. This is economic warfare against major countries out there. So I think that batteries are critical for so many things beyond just electric vehicles. This is now going to be the thing that powers the AI warehouses.
Love it. And I believe you are correct. These are going to be in the grid at every level. They're going to be in homes. They're in cars. It's in a lot of stuff. So while we're on that, the next one I've got up is $7 billion to StarPlus Energy to construct lithium-ion battery factories in Indiana. Same kind of deal. And like you were saying, these aren't gifts. These are conditional. They don't just cut them a check and say, good luck, let me know how it goes. They say, hit these milestones, get a check, get the loan. It's like a construction loan for a house. They want to make sure that the foundation is in, and then they pay for it before giving you the money to move on to the next step. And this will hopefully be paid back. Many of these loans are. They do generate interest. These can be profitable, but the hope is that it improves energy security. And energy security is national security, while either not losing too much money or perhaps even making a small profit.
Yeah, what I like about this program is that it looks, if you scroll up a little bit, it's a partnership with Samsung.
Oh, this is?
Yeah. So this is the borrower is a joint venture between FCA USA, wholly owned subsidiary of Stellantis, and Samsung. So I think that, again, this is great, right? If you ask these massive companies out there, foreign companies, international companies, to create a factory in the US. That's what you need to do. Give them incentives to help them do that. Build jobs in the US. Make sure that the factories are here in the US, and it's Samsung. So, well-respected big corporation. Now, is this a dole out? Is this a kind of like a freebie money to Stellantis? Well, as long as it's a loan, it's not just a grant, which is, oh my God, that's the thing I just can't stand, is these grants that they're just automatically giving to anybody without conditions. Don't want that to happen. But here, batteries are fantastic. And I saw there too that part of the goal of these factories is recycling of the batteries as well. So that's critical.
All good stuff. And by the way, I've said this before, but the reason battery recycling is coming online so slowly is because batteries are exiting their useful life so slowly, which is good.
And the prices are falling. So
and the prices are falling too. Loan boosts battery makers' reshoring efforts for Eos. Eos Energy, more of the same. Yeah, $300 million awarded after a painstaking approval process. A boost for reshoring energy security. American-made zinc energy, amaze. Okay. So another
Amaze.
Another good one. Now we're gonna get back to cars and batteries, but for a minute we're going to shift to $15 billion loan for PG&E. This is on this one. It is expanding battery energy storage systems, meaning megapacks, enhance existing transmission lines, and support utilities' hydroelectric fleet. We need grid security, of course. All these things work together.
Yeah. So whenever you throw money at these PG&Es, it's like,
well, PG&E will pay it back. So that is
they're just so inefficient, and they're sort of poorly run. And
I don't know what's up with them.
What they're going to do. I don't. Yeah. But it is a shame that we're living in the United States, kind of like, supposedly right, first world, and yet we still have power outages. Crazy. Don't know why, but of course it's because it's built off the old kind of system still. So I mean, they all need to have the battery backups. They need to do whatever they need to do.
Yeah, transmission line upgrades. I mean, we've got needs. Our grid is antiquated at this point, so it's going to take some time and money to bring it up to current standards. Conditional commitment to Wisconsin Electric Power Company, same thing. Maintain reliability and affordability through hydro rehab and new utility scale renewable generation.
I love this. I love it. I mean, it's great. So not only do we have batteries, but the power companies. And again, the world is changing, and the world changing fast, right? The rate limiting step is going to be power, electricity, some sort of power generator. You've seen Amazon already announce that they're building a data center, an AI data center near a nuclear power plant. You've seen companies like Tesla kind of build it, or other companies build it near the big waterfalls, right? You need to have power. And so these, this idea that the power infrastructure is not enough to take care of the electric vehicle changeover, that's not true. That is going to be just fine. But it is not going to be enough when you realize that the more pressing need is the AI data warehouses. So
it's a big, big demand. Conditional commitment to Nostromo Energy to enhance grid reliability and cut AC energy waste for large buildings in California. And hope, again, we're hoping that this money is repaid. And for most of these loans, it is. Certainly not all of them. But we will get on to the last two, which is the big ones. Department of Energy announces a huge amount of money to Ford and SK to expand manufacturing of electric vehicle batteries. Do you know Ford just had their best EV month ever? That surprised me when I heard it. There have been a lot of articles saying Ford's commitment is lacking, but if it's lacking, how are they selling so many? They make electric vans, like regular work vans, out of Kansas City. They make the Mach-E in Mexico. They make the
Blue
Lightning
Oval,
in Michigan.
Isn't that their commercial? Is that their commercial division?
I don't know. I think Blue Oval might just be the blue division, the electric division. They make it very confusing with all that, but this would be finance construction of 3 plants in Tennessee and Kentucky to scale battery production. The good news is if for some reason Ford were to scale back their ambitions, it's not like the factory would go to waste. And they could also become a provider for other EV makers, especially some of the smaller players who definitely will never have a need to build their own factories. Thoughts on that one?
I mean, yeah. So that, when you're funding these electric vehicle makers, great. As long as like you're funding everybody, not just picking one and two. So,
Right.
obviously now Tesla doesn't need funding anymore, but
Mm-hmm.
if you if you really cared as a government to get your money back or do something great for the world, it's clear at this point that Tesla is going to be the one that's going to give you the greatest, quickest, growth, whatever it is, the EVs, but all that. So
On a
you know
lot of
the,
these, the grid scale ones, Tesla will be the biggest winner. Tesla will
yeah,
be the only one who
mega
actually
packs.
makes a profit because they're selling mega packs into these systems. So I think, and yeah, they do need to kind of figure out. I mean, yeah, I'm with you. And the last one, the Rivian. Now,
Yep.
this one gives me greater pause because $6.5
Mhm.
billion is more than a few dollars. And Rivian, of all the companies we listed, I have the greatest concern for getting this paid back.
Yeah, am I getting it confused though? Yeah, no, this is the loan. This is different. Okay, this is a loan from the
Yeah,
Department of Energy. Yeah,
to
there was
build in
another
Georgia.
announcement that Rivian had a partnership. Was it GM? And
Oh,
that one, it wasn't 5 billion or 6 billion because half of it was actually stock
oh,
ownership.
that's Volkswagen for the software for the Scout division.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
So it's not as much as people think. But yeah, Rivian needs money. They need to they need money so badly at this point. So a loan like this will help them survive maybe, or at least shortly.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
need it.
And of that $6.5 billion, 592 million of it is interest built into the loan.
Mhm.
So it's a payday loan is what it is. So hopefully
0% interest. In fact, I'll give you money.
no,
for
it's not
interest.
0%. It's not. The interest is rolled into it.
I know, that's my point.
Yeah. It's zero payment for now until the repayment period starts. We'll defer the interest for now.
Yeah.
I know. Very crazy. Guys, in the comments, what did we miss? What do we misunderstand? How crazy is this? Try not to get too political about it. Energy security is a concern for all of us. National security affects us all equally, red, blue, and purple alike. So everybody else, like, subscribe, do what you do. And stay tuned, stay juicy. And I cannot wait to hear from you clever robots when Herbert's back in town.